Hi, this is Steve with HomeStrung Jewelry.
And this is Debbie with HomeStrung Jewelry.
And today we're going to see what's inside the Halloween Tween, the autumn extra box, non-subscription box. It has so many names. But this is one of the non-subscription in between the subscription box, and thus the name Tween. And so this is the October, the Harvest,
and the Halloween
Tween. Halloween Tween. It's our spooky Tween. And so we're going to open this up and see what's inside. And right here on top is the inventory sheet, packing paper, and all sorts of fun things in there. But let's start with the Orphan. Kind of got a black theme going on here.
Like I say, one of the tricks to showing this box is going to be getting you to see beyond the black on black that can happen here.
Yeah, even our pumpkin seal is pretty dark. And the Orphan bag just completely disappears. But let's open it up. And if you watched our Halloween Tween Meet the Orphan series a week ago, you would have seen that we have Sardonxy ovals. And these are also Cabochons. There's no hole in this. So these are perfect for wire wrappers.
All of the Orphans are going to be black Sardonxy.
And this particular one has the name. Well, we'll find out in just a second when we open the
documents.
When we open the document. I'd set that on the black bag, but it kind of disappears. So let's pop the seal. And by the way, as usual, this box we're taking it right from the inventory of the boxes that are being sent out.
We just randomly pick a box now to do our unboxing. So one of you will be getting this box.
And we have a very autumn-y looking, really important stuff that again talks about what's going on with the Gemstone Orphan, taking care of it, and also information about how to download the booklet, Caring for Your Gemstone Orphan. And then here, most importantly of all, are the adoption papers. And we can see that our orphan's name is Puka. Puka is an Irish ghost, or an Irish spirit.
I like the name Puka. That's kind of cute.
It could be good. It's Puka, whatever. Anyway, there's a picture of the stone, a description, the dimensions. It does explain that it's an undrilled cabochon. And then it tells you a little bit about the characteristics of the stone, what black Sardonyx is, and some legends about it. And that's all outlined here.
Up at the top, you'll notice the registration number. That, along with the pictures, goes into a master registry, which at some future point will be available online, and people will be able to look up the stones and verify that they're authentic using that registration number.
Okay, so now let's look at what's in the two bags.
All right, we've taken a few minutes, tried to lay out everything that's in the box. It's getting hard to make it all fit. Just a general overview from the inventory sheet is that there are 44 different components in this box. There are 14 strands of beads. Some of them have mixed components on it. And there are 17 bags that have individual or mixed components on it. And then we have a bonus item, and we also have a free gift. So let's get started right into the strands. First one is a black Sardonyx 8mm round. There are 20 beads on this strand, and they are a top grade, beautiful bead. They match your Gemstone Orphan, by the way, in that they are the same gemstone black Sardonyx.
Yeah, a lot of nice lines in there.
Second strand is a graduated strand. This is one that I would say was combined. It has just onyx beads in 4, 6, and 8mm sizes. They graduate from 4 to 10. There's actually some 10mm in there.
Right there. There's two of them in the middle.
Look at that. Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between an onyx and a sardonyx?
Okay. Onyx is a black agate that's dyed to be a solid black. Sardonyx is not dyed, not heat treated. It is just natural the way it comes out of the ground. Where your onyx beads are quite often both dyed and heat treated to create that very uniform color of just a solid black stone.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 38 beads on that graduated strand. Next we have 3 strands of hematite rounds. This is a man-made hematite. You get 20 in the 8mm size, 25 in the 6, and 35 in the 4mm size. One of the most interesting things I read about hematite is the natural hematite. When you grind it down, it has so much iron in it that it literally will rust if it comes into contact with water.
Just moisture in the air probably.
And if you grind it down, the powder that comes from it is red. And the Native Americans used to turn that red powder into kind of a red ochre paint that they used to do their face painting and war painting with.
Yeah, I mean, the word hemo is, it does mean blood, and so it turns blood red when it's ground up.
Right.
So.
Just interesting. The next strand is a strand of hematite Hishi beads. These are 4x2mm in size, and there are 50 on the strand. We use these like a spacer bead. They make great, and they're black hematite. The next strand has hematite that has been plated with your AB electroplating, and you have 2 different shapes and sizes. You've got a 6mm lantern cut. You'll have 12 of them on the strand, and separating those are some hematite with the electroplated AB plating on them that are tube shaped, about a 3x4mm in size, and there are 39 of those smaller tubes. The next strand is electroplated hematite in a tube shape. These are 4x13mm in size, and there are 10 of these on the strand.
A lot of color in today's box.
Yes. This one is electroplated hematite hearts. On the 8mm size, there are 15, and then you'll have 6 of the 6mm sizes, 3 at each end. And just look at the gorgeous colors that run through this electroplated hematite. It's going to match beautifully with the ion-plated stainless steel that we'll be getting to in just a little bit here. All right, the next 2 strands are both a magnesite that has been dyed and then cut. And I love the open cutting. That's not an easy cut to do into a stone. You'll get 1 strand of 10 of the orange pumpkins and 1 strand of 10 of the pumpkins in mixed colors. These would make fantastic earrings, work great on charm bracelets. They're about 15mm in size. The design etching work is on both sides, so they're 2-sided beads.
Yeah, I think a fun thing here about both the hematite and the magnesite is that back in the 1980s, a meteorite was discovered down in Antarctica, and they decided that this had come from Mars, that about 4 billion years ago or something, something blasted into, some sort of a meteor, a giant meteor blasted into Mars and threw up just a shower of rocks. And it took several million years, but one of these eventually fell on the Earth and landed in the Antarctic. Of course, it's easier to find down there because there's nothing there but snow and ice. But when they examined it, 10, 12 years later, they found that there was fossilized bacteria. Now, I can't imagine what fossilized bacteria would look like, probably not dinosaur bones in a museum. But within this bacteria was suspended in globules, a calcium-type globule that contained both the magnesite and it contained iron. And so when they have sent rovers up to Mars to examine the mineral content of the rocks and the substrata that they find on Mars, 2 of the minerals that they have found there is the hematite but and they also found magnesite.
So this could be our Mars box, or keeping with our Halloween theme, an alien box.
Well, that's, I guess, aliens don't celebrate Halloween. Anyway, but anyway, so there are apparently deposits of these two stones on Mars, and so you better stock up on your magnesite and your hematite now, because once Elon Musk gets to Mars, they're going to be just flooding the market with these stones.
Okay, on to the next strand. We're done with all the gemstones. Moving on to the crystal. We have a strand of two different colors, a crystal AB and kind of a red-orange AB, that are carved into a skull shape. These are 10 by 8 millimeter in size, and you get 5 of each color. These make beautiful earrings, by the way. I have a pair that I wear.
Yeah, this is not just a Halloween thing. This would work for Day of the Dead, or if you're a biker chick and you just need something to hang, to show that you are, there's your crystal skulls.
There's your crystal skulls.
All right, we got discs.
One of Steve's favorite, stones and cuts. And this one, I really love the color balance and changing in this. It's the underlying crystal is just a crystal AB, and then they have done this half-plated black over the top of it. So you get flashes of all the different colors in there, the magenta, the blue, the green, the purple.
Yeah, a lot of purple.
And you've got the black that ties it all together. It's really a beautiful disc.
This is just a very fiery cut.
And then our last strand is a strand of half-plated glass, crystal glass rounds, smooth rounds, not faceted. There are 25. You get 12 8 millimeter size and 13 of the 4 millimeter size.
Oh, I thought there for a minute those were just separators, but those are actually 4 millimeter beads.
Same glass, just in a different size.
Oh, I've got some ideas of things to do with that.
Okay, so that's the 14 strands. Moving on to the 17 bags. In the first bag will be this focal pendant bead. This is ion plated. It is lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free, all of that good stuff. It is 30 by 47 millimeters.
Yep, no bats were harmed in the making of this charm. I think you've already got something planned for this, don't you, Debbie?
Oh, yeah. This is going to make a great necklace.
Yeah, Halloween theme
with
necklace,
charms and things hanging off of it.
Which we'll see the charms in a minute.
In bag 2, you have a mix of hematite teardrops. You receive 2 each of 4 different sizes. Again, these were put in there with the idea of earrings, but they would also make great charms. And that, you'll see pictures of some of the charm bracelets that we've put together in the past. And so you get 8, 2 of each, different sizes. You can see those. In bag 3 is a mix again of hematite stars. And here you get a mixture of different platings. You've got your AB plating, there's a rhodium plated, there's your black plated, all 5-pointed stars. I do want to mention that the hematite must be really hard after they've cut it into the star shape to try to drill the hole in it, because there's a lot of points on the stars where the hole comes through, where some of the point has been chipped away. You'll even see it on a few of the stars in this tray. So we put 25 of these in here, hoping that there would be enough variation in color and shape to be able to use, a good number of the stars. In bag 4 is a check glass offering. These are little owls, and they're in the jet azzurro color. They're 7 by 15 in size, and there are 4 of them in the bag.
These are cool.
They are really cool. Again, I can just see those either in earrings or as charms.
I really wanted these to go into the Blue Moon bag or box, but there wasn't enough room, so you people get them now.
In bag 5 are some glass, two-toned cat heads with whiskers, eyes, ears. Well, it is just the head. You don't see the body. Anyway, they're half-plated black, half-plated red, underlying on a clear crystal.
Yep, can't have Halloween without
And
cats.
the etched, the whiskers and that are on both sides. So they are a two-sided bead. They're 14 by 12 millimeter in size, and there are 3 of these in the bag. They're kind of a lamp work, specialty glass type beads, so it'd be a lot of fun to work with those. Now, in bag 6 are 2 different offerings. The first being these hematite druzy discs. Is it on both sides?
Yep.
Okay. The druzy pattern is on both sides. They are 10 millimeter in size. They have that electroplating on them, which is, in this case, it's going to be predominantly purple, gold. I do see a little bit of the green and teal mix running through it. There's 2 in the bag, and then there's going to be 4 of these 8 by 11 faceted crystal rice with an underlying glass color that's teal, has the AB plating on it again to give it those magenta and gold shades. They're 8 by 11 millimeter in size. I think they're beautiful. I love the faceted glass rice beads.
This one's going to take a minute.
Okay, the next one is a selection, a mix of charms. This is one of the items that could vary ever so slightly, but not too much. So there will be 13 charms in this bag. And you've got the little ion-plated witches' hats, you've got cats, you've got pumpkins, spiders.
Another owl.
Another owl. There's a haunted house.
Got another cat.
In there, a couple little cats. A ghost is in there sometimes.
There's a plated skull.
Yeah. So you get just a really nice mix of Halloween charms.
Yep, we have a project for this too.
Okay, bag 8 has a selection of Tibetan silver skull beads that are drilled on a side to side, so you have a little bit different type of drill hole here than in some of them. They're 10 by 6 millimeter in size. They are just more or less one-sided. You've got the face, but then skulls only do have one side that has the face on them. I don't know of too many two-sided skulls.
Two-sided skulls.
Anyway, there are 15 of these in bag 8. And bag 9 is another one of those glow-in-the-dark moons, lunar moons that Steve insists on putting in these boxes.
See if we can show the glow a little bit. Not too much, though. I have a project for this that I think you'll all like.
We're calling this a blood moon cabochon. It's a glass cabochon that's, what are they, 18 millimeters in size.
Yeah, I have a fun project for this.
And if you haven't seen Steve's video on making a pendant out of these moons, go looking for it. It's just back a couple of videos back, and it's a really neat wire wrap project.
This would work for this, but I've got something else in mind.
All right, now on to the findings that are going to be included in the box. Almost all of them are ion-plated stainless steel. There's only one that isn't, and that's one of the chains.
I'll
So
show you in a minute.
Let's get on to it. First is the lever back ear wires. By the ion-plated, it has that same gorgeous color range that the AB-plated hematite has, and that's why I selected the metals, because it just matches with the hematite beads and that we've got going on in this box. So 2 lever back earrings. And then we have a couple of clasps. We have 2 lobster clasps.
There they are.
Again, these are ion-plated stainless steel, and 1 toggle clasp. The lobster clasps are 10 by 15 millimeter. I didn't put the size on the toggle, but...
You can lobster or you can toggle.
Don't know if you can do both at the same time, though.
If you're really talented, you can toggle and lobster.
Okay, there are a couple of chain selections. The first one is 29 inches of ion-plated stainless steel in just a flat cable. That's a small link, around a 3 millimeter, probably a 3 by 2 millimeter link. But look at the beautiful colors. just running through that chain.
This is going to be fun.
Yep, that's going to be great to work with. The second chain choice is the one that is not stainless steel. It's some type of a metal alloy, but it has the ion plating on it, and the links are a lot larger. They're 6x3. You get 7.5 inches of this chain. It is intended to be a charm bracelet chain. So there's enough to make a beautiful bracelet out of this and attach all the charms you could possibly want to it. And then we threw in, because we knew you would be attaching charms and things like this, a selection of 2 sizes of ion plated jump rings. That's so that they'll match your chain, your clasps, your ear wires. There are 10 5mm size and 10 6mm size. There should be plenty of jump rings to finish up a project or two. The last finding, bag 17, has 2 different bells in it. One of the ion-plated stainless steel bells and another in antique silver. Both have a heart-shaped pad on them, and these are glue-on bells. You would put super glue onto the textured side of the heart and then attach it to the top of your cabochon. And that's how you can use a cabochon, putting a bell on it so that you can then just add leather, cord, chain, whatever you want to it to turn it into a necklace.
Yes, for those of you who are wire wrap challenged or just don't want to take the time, this is you can have your orphan out in the public in just a matter of minutes.
However long it takes your super glue to dry. Okay, your bonus item, and again, it doesn't vary much at all from box to box, but there could be once in a while just one change or something, but this is a selection of at least 7 different sizes and shapes of onyx and black sardonyx. There are coins, there are rondelles, is that a nugget?
The saucer, that's
barrel. It's not
barrel.
really a nugget, it's more of a barrel. But you've got 2 or 3 different, these can be used as focal beads in different projects and that. So you get a nice selection of some beautiful onyx and sardonyx gemstones.
Yeah, there's a whole drawer full of jewelry right there to be made.
Okay, and that's what's in the 2 different bags. One of these bags has all the strands in it, and one of the bags had all of the bags in it. So you're getting 2 bags in your box. Usually it's beads and findings. This time it's strands and bags. So.
And we have one more thing. We have a little gift, and you can see it right here. And you can see that we wanted to send you a gypsy fortune teller to give you your Halloween fortune, but she refused to get in the box, so here's the next best thing. And this will be in your box, and you know what? We'll just leave this as a surprise for you. So this is it. This is the Halloween Tween box, or the Autumn box, or the Harvest Tween box. But I call it the Halloween Tween.
This is a fun box. It has got so many fun different beads and elements to work with. You'll see a lot of finished projects that we just had a blast playing with the components that are in this box.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily jewelry that you would wear every day, but for Halloween and special events, this is going to be fun to play with.
Some of it can be worn every day.
Yeah, if you're a goth chick, I can see the bat with all of the black onyx and the stone. Anyway, let us know down in the comments what you think about the items in the box here. It will be available on September 28th at 7 in the morning. And if you're
watching this video, it's available. So you may want
to
you may want to click on the link below that will take you directly to the page where you can order one of the boxes. The other thing is, just be aware that we are opening up 10 more subscription slots. If you are not a subscriber and you want to be and you buy one of the boxes, choose the option that says box with subscription. If you are already a subscriber, just choose the selection that just says box only. And if you don't want to be a subscriber, but you do want one of the boxes, also take the one that's the box only
And
option.
if you don't want any of the boxes, don't take any of the options, and we won't send you
But
anything.
those of you who choose the subscription option will get an email within the next day or two showing and telling you what you need to do to get signed up for the subscription program.
Okay, so be sure to hang around for a few minutes, and we will show you some of the finished jewelry that we put together with items here in the box from Debbie, Shanda, and myself. Hopefully all of us will come through, and there'll be more than just the 2 items I've done and the 1 Debbie's done. But anyway, hang around, take a look at those, explore the ideas. If you have any comments, just go ahead and tell us what they are down below. If you like this, click like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and be sure to ring the bell, and that way you'll be notified of any future videos which we have coming out, including tutorials that will be using the things that you'll see here in this box. So we appreciate you coming. We'll talk with you again soon.
And I wish all of you a happy Halloween.
Let's crash boom.
Bye-bye.